So here we have the MOJINO camping lamp from Amazon, £33.99, with currently having a £4 voucher to take off of that, taking it down to £29.99. It's got a 10,000 milliamp hour battery in it. It's a torch, it's a lantern, and it's got 3 dimmable modes, which I will take us through in a moment. It takes about 6 hours to charge, and for that you get somewhere between 11 and 80 hours of use. Now, that's a massive range, but the reason for that is there are so many different modes and methods of using this. So you get a standard box, quite a nice box, a lead to charge the lantern, and it's a USB-C lead. You get the small manual, which gives some very basic instructions, but very clear instructions in multiple languages. And of course you get the lantern itself. Now, I clip this strap on. It's just a standard strap, a nice rubber or silicone strap, and it clips around these little sort of tag things on here. So this is the lantern. On the top you get a guide to show you how charged it is, and if I switch it on you'll see that it shows up that that's on 75% currently, because 3 of the 4 LEDs have lit up. You get a button to switch it on and off with, and that's got multiple uses. It turns to dim, and you get the charging ports here, little rubber flap goes over them, the USB-C there to charge the lantern, and a standard older style USB lead to use this lantern to charge another device. You could effectively turn this lead around, so from charging it, having it plugged in the USB-C and that in the wall, you could switch it around, plug that into this, and then charge your mobile. Obviously you'll be using up precious light burning time, so you'd have to decide whether you need to charge your mobile using this or keep it for the light. Okay, so this is a device. To start with, you press the button once and it switches on what is here, not so easily shown on the mobile, of course, on the recording, but this is a very amber coloured lamp, so it's quite a warm light. It would be quite nice sort of hanging from the top of a tent, lighting down. Then you've got the brighter white daylight light, and then one more press takes you through to a mix between the two. So it's a warmer, cooler light, I suppose. Final press is for emergencies, and that will be flashing red. That's actually very red, not so red on the video, but that will flash red in various different ways, basically to attract attention. Another press switches it all off. Another option for switching it on and off is one press will switch it on, each press will take it through the different modes, but holding it down will switch it off again. There's another option, you double press and a torch comes on at the bottom. And it's a bright torch, it's a good torch. I mean, if you're camping, you want to go off to the toilet, you unclip this from the roof of the tent and you wander off, leaving everyone back in the tent in darkness. So again, double press and it'll switch it off. You can have both options, that and the torch running at the same time. And the hold down switches everything off again. Great thing about this is, apart from the fact you can hang it up, you can pull these 3 lights down. Now, I actually found it quite difficult to get them down for one of them. You really need to get your nail around. There's a tiny little tab there. You need to get your fingernail around, and then you pull it down like so. These were easier. There was just one on this one that actually was giving me problems, so that might improve over time. They hang down. You can actually hang them at different angles. You can keep some up and just point one down, of course, but they all hang down, and what they do is a very good job of lighting the floor below. So it actually acts as a light for a room, and that can hang. It can be used as a temporary light, so if you lose power or something, or it can be used for the obvious, which is camping. But it's actually a very nice, very bright light. So looking at that now, what I will do is I will turn the dimmer and show you how that works on here. So that's the brightest, and then that goes down to what is on there, the lowest. Again, brighter and lower. Press again, let's get to the white light. And that goes brighter, and that is lower. It's not so easy to notice on the video because the camera obviously adjusts to the light, but you can hopefully get some idea of it there. And that is it. An excellent product. I've got to say, it's very sturdy, very solid plastic design. Apart from that slight struggle to clip that in, which I'm sure, if really you could sort of sand the one, which I've got down a slight amount to make it easier. You don't want it to keep falling out though. But they're all generally, this is the one, you need to get a screwdriver or something in there. It's just generally that one for us is the only one which actually gives us grief. Just there. other than that, that is it. And as I say, it's currently $29.99 on Amazon, which is a very good product, very good price for what you're getting. Now I've actually got this in a small toilet just to show how the light works. Doors shut, it's very dark in here, switch it on, and it quite literally lights the room very effectively. And as I said, it's got the different brightnesses, so that is as bright as this would have a standard light in the room working. So it works very, very well. And as I said, you can dim it as well. So this is down to the dimmer setting, and then this is up to the brighter setting. You can go through the variations again, and then there's the emergency one, which would be used to attract attention. I mean, this could be kept in the car, and it could be used as a light, sort of as a backup light for in your car should you break down. Well, that is it. It's an excellent product, and I thoroughly recommend it, and I will most certainly be using it. Thank you.
I've got this lovely camping light. It comes in very sleek shape. Just hang on a moment, because these wings can close. But I'm not going to slap them closed because I'm just holding the camera and I haven't got a spare hand. So they open, and you've got a torch, more of a spotlight LED flashlight on the bottom, and you've got some rubber surrounding so it sits nicely on a worktop. And I like how you can put this silicone rubber strap around those little nubs and hang it somewhere, and you basically switch it on. You press the top button and it comes on a lovely, like an amber light, gives you a nice warm mood, and by turning this dial you can increase the intensity likewise. Wow. And then you can reduce it. If you press it again, it changes to a cool white, and then the same again. You can twiddle the button, increase or decrease the intensity. Press it again and you get a medium warmth. This is amazing. So it's got different kind of lighting to create different moods, and you can press it again and you get this lovely red flashing warning kind of light. So if you're in a car, this might come in handy to warn people or something. And if you press it, hang on a sec, double press, and the LED light comes on. It's more of a spotlight. If I stand further back, yeah, it's more of a spot beam rather than a flood beam. And you can have it on with a combination of other lights as well. And then double press and it goes off, and then press it again to cycle through to red, and then it stays off. And hang on a moment, and those shut, and you've got a little tiny lamp. So you can have it like that, or spread out, or have 1, 2 or 3 wings, which I really like because I do a bit of camping. It's handy in the car, it's handy when I'm sat outside in the patio, and you undo that little flap. Just hang on a moment, and you've got a flap which you can charge it up via the USB-C port, and you can also use the bottom port as an output, as if it was a power bank. So I wouldn't use it purposely as a power bank, but in case of emergencies, when you need to make a phone call before setting off or something, or you just need 10% or something, and you can plug it in and it'll keep your phone on for you to make those vital calls or to check something. So this is good. It's a very good unit.